IG of police that vehemently and repeatedly refuse to allow Amatekun to bear arms. And you are telling the governors that they should go and resolve the issues. A governor that goes by the name of chief security officer and do not have any security power. I think this president's speech is hypocritical in nature. He's only just playing game. They should go and he's not being sincere. Because it's clear that goes by the name of chief security officer. You admitted and do not have any security. Information so that we know where he stands. How can you be telling us that the governors should go and protect their territory? The governors should go and address the insecurity in their respective states. And you refuse to allow state police. You refuse to allow Amatekun and some other state security architecture to bear arms. I think it's information so that we know where he stands. How can you be telling us that the governors should go and protect their territory? The governors should go and address the insecurity in their respective states. And you refuse to allow state police. You refuse to allow Amatekun and some other when it comes to do with appointment in security positions, Mr. President is telling us lies. That appointment is lopsided. There is no justification behind having 7 positions in security arrangement in this country. You have only 3 in the south. Appointment in the north. When it comes to do with appointment, we have positions in Nigerian constitution is telling us lies. That appointment is that when you give a position, it will reflect the geographical spread and it will be devoid of ethnic bias. The common denominator is the Fulani herdsmen. Look at it from geopolitical zone to geopolitical zone. What is happening in the southwest here is Fulani herdsmen that is igniting it. What is happening in the southeast is Fulani herdsmen that is igniting it. What is happening in the north central is Fulani herdsmen that is igniting it. I don't know how true. Look at what happened at Igongo in the Barapa North local government of Oyo State. We understand that even a Sunday who visited that community wanted to go into the forest for the purpose of engaging and dislodging the killer herdsmen, only for the military to mobilize and stop him. So what kind of country are you running? And you tell us that you are appointing people based on merit. I do not see any merit in appointment in security positions. Mr. President is only expressing his hatred for the South and for the Southeast in particular.
Okay,
And you tell us
General, how do you look
that
at
you are appointing people based on merit. I do not see any merit
them
in
engaging the
appointing them
president?
in security.
Mr. President has never for once provided a platform for people. And even what you have is just Mr. President telling us that we are nothing, that we are worth nothing. Because if we see a president, let me give you an instance. He regarded the Southeast as a dog. You don't have to go and look at take a
To IPOB, he would have made it clear. He was referring to the Igbos as a dot in Nigeria. Why did I say so? Before he alluded to that dot, he was saying that the Igbos have businesses across board in Nigeria. So generally speaking, he was talking about the Igbos. He was not talking about IPOB. So how can you say in a country where you have three major ethnic groups and Igbos are a major stakeholder in this country, you are getting them as a dot? Is that not an affront? Is that not an insult? Is it not unbecoming of a president? Is that statement presidential enough? It's hypocrisy for crying out loud. What we are saying is that, and Mr. President unfortunately make people like us look as if we are anti-government. But it's unfortunate that he do not give us reason to see and support what the government is, whatever the government is doing. How can a president who is supposed to be president of all, he's supposed to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not the president of Fulani, not the president of Fulani. Now, how can Mr. President be telling us that he have ordered Malami to go and recover grazing routes?
Yeah.
Grazing route is unacceptable. It doesn't matter how Mr. President look at it. I want to say emphatically and categorically that grazing route is no longer fashionable. Open grazing is no longer fashionable. Whatever what they need to do is to go about ranching. Because if you look at the laws of this country, even the 1987 Land Use Act give governors the prerogative to hold land in custody for the state. So if you are looking at who gives our land for purpose of grazing, for purpose of whatever use, it is the governor who is empowered to do so. That is why if you need a certificate of occupancy, it is governor that issues it. So how can Mr. President be telling us that he wants grazing route he wants us to go back to open grazing? For me, it is unacceptable, and I encourage all the southern governors to maintain their stand that open grazing is outdated, it's no longer fashionable, and we are not going back to Egypt.
Okay.
If Mr. President wants to resolve the issue of herders, host community clashes, what he should do is let them go about ranching. And how you go about ranching is let the federal government ensure that they liaise with the states. If you are looking for land, obtain it legitimately. Like I keep on saying, you have the Igbos, you have the Yorubas who are in the north, who are in different places doing legitimate business. What they do is wherever they choose to do their business, they acquire a property either by leasing or by renting, and they pay the respective dues in terms of tax, and they do their legitimate business. Not telling us that one ethnic group who gather all themselves all the way from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from different parts of the world, and converge in Nigeria, and you tell us that we should allow them be operating open grazing. Only recently, the governor of Kano State, Ganduje, said that the only way to stop these clashes is to stop this mass exodus of herders from neighboring African countries. And Mr. President have alluded to the fact that we have people who come in from other parts of the country with AK-47 and some other sophisticated weapons who are ravaging, who are devouring and destroying Nigeria. And this same Mr. President has refused to provide a platform to enable the states address these issues. So for me, Mr. President is not telling us the truth. He's only being one-sided, and his appointment is lopsided. Thank you very much.
Mr. Felix, good morning.
Morning, Oga.
Yesterday, our president spoke for a long time, had an interview with Arise reporters, and he tackled so many issues. One of the issues he tackled was the issue of insecurity. And he said that should aside order still remains. Should aside order still remains. How do you look at that statement from the president?
Well, the president we have now, we need to mount pressure on him. We need to mount more pressure on him before he can say, he can talk. What we need, South governors has come and said this is the solution. That the meeting of that they should stop this Fulani herdsmen entering from one state to another. That would be the best way to solve the problem. They have taken a position, but he's not listening to that position. He's taking his own position, which does not work. Our president, we still need to push more, because one, when we are on this platform, we are telling him that it is not Shehu Garuba, it is not Femi Adesina. We voted in, is the one. We are gradually mounting pressure on him now that he should come out and speak. We are tired of hearing Shehu Garuba. Gradually, we are gradually seeing the kind of person he's made of, the kind of ideology he has, the kind of things he has. You know, if you listen yesterday, you will see that indirectly he was talking to the Igbos, that he was not going to take nonsense. You understand?
You treat them in language.
He would treat them in the language they understand. He even said that the Igbos have businesses in all the states in Nigeria. And he forgot that we have three languages. We have Wazobia, Yoruba, and Hausas. Why does he have personal hatred for this region? It's quite unfortunate that a president can be so hardened like that. The thing on ground is this: if you show love to certain part of people and you show hatred, it's going to affect. It has started affecting his government. The chief of army staff, the one that is supposed to be the chief of army staff, was supposed to be an Igbo man.
But he said that
He came up yesterday.
build the experience.
He came up yesterday and was telling us that the person he chose has been the man on the war front. He has been on the war front. That is not true. Every soldier is born to be in the war front. That reason he gave yesterday does not augur well. It's not a statement that our president should say out. In summary, our president we need to pressurize him more so that he can talk more and tell us. He shouldn't be talking in short. He should come out and give us a precise document. If you listen to what he said there are some information he doesn't want to say. That the information, he reserves some of the information.
Like the Twitter ban.
Which is not supposed to be so. So that's my take, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. I have Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Firstly, good morning, viewers. Good morning, chairman of Flip TV. My name is Lucky Eyaguna, Edonobi, Lagos.
Good morning, Mr. Lucky.
Thank you, my brother.
Let's look at the president's speech. That's what everybody's talking about today. He said that the use of force is still in play. Shoot aside is still in play. How do you look at that statement of his?
I'm only sorry for this country. I'm sorry for the president. As I said, we don't have president. That's why American president call our president lifeless. You know the meaning of lifeless? That man doesn't have life. Talk anyhow. And DSS and EFCC, police, army, they are watching him. Inciting some sectional area. They only tell him to come and commission the project that Jonathan started, almost about to finish. At the end, he ended up telling them the truth that you cannot sit in Lagos talking about zoning, indirect, slapping Tinubu, another APC member in Lagos. That's another language. Another one again, indirect, sending signal to the Igbos. That when you see somebody with AK-47, shoot aside. In the meaning of that, if Sunday Igboho is carrying AK-47, they should shoot him aside.
One of the headers, one of the Fulani terrorists.
Those want to be free. That's the message yesterday. He did not come to commission that project. They asked him to come commission. He only come to tell them that no zoning. He knew that that zoning supposed to be zoned to south. I don't know. He's telling them no zoning. So what I'm saying, our president, President Buhari, is not President Buhari we know before. He's not the one talking. You can see he used some cabal to speak to Nigeria, but only yesterday came out. And any day president want to speak to Nigeria, talk rubbish. Imagine during that time USA, our boys are lazy, our youth are lazy. So what I'm saying, we don't have president in Nigeria for now.
Okay.
We don't have president for Nigeria for now.
He told the youth, for you to have jobs, you need to be peaceful. Don't cause problems. For you to have jobs. The reasons why Nigeria not having investors in the country is because of the action of the youth. He cited the answers. Is that true?
Let me give you an example. Which job does Buhari create for Nigeria here? Insecurity, bad economy, bad road, no food, hunger. You can't pay house rent, can't pay school fees. School, the children and they are in house now. They're not going to school. University, they are in house. They're not going to school. Now what do you expect them to do? They are not eating. Now you force them to go and carry arm. Force them to go and start stealing. That is under Buhari. More insecurity, more stealing, pickpocket, hunger. It doesn't address that particular area. Are you hearing me? So Buhari is the problem of this country and the APC leader and National Assembly. See, let me mention names. I don't hide anything. President of Senate, Lawan. But I mean, what they call this name. All these people are wicked people. Imagine telling the governor should go and take care of their security. And imagine automatically telling you to take charge. Are you not wonder how billions of naira governor of Lagos State buying car for security and machines and people are hungry? Can't you use that money to go out, bring yam, bring rice to the poor people that they will not go and start stealing? How many are you going to keep with all these guns you are buying? That's the question. Why can't you use those money? Hold on. When there is peaceful, less insecurity. When you are hungry, when people are stealing, more you buy weapons, that weapon is zero. But now, they told us yesterday that nobody should go out tomorrow, June 12th. I don't know whether if Lagos want to fall or Nigeria want to fall. But what I'm saying that we have no president, our governor, we have no governors. All these are a bunch of wicked people because they don't believe you are. How can Sanwo-Olu spending billions of naira buying a motor for police and machine for police? Why can't you use those money help the poor people who are living in Lagos so you have less insecurity? So Buhari come yesterday. I don't speak grammar. I don't believe in grammar. I always go straight to the point. You only come yesterday to tell Tinubu that you can't sit in Lagos determine zoning. So automatically you have informed the governors to go out there in charge. Let the governors now go home and control the commission of police.
The federal government is in charge of the army and police. How do they take charge of the territory?
Let me give you an example. If the federal government is in charge of all this thing, why Lagos stay in buy car, machine every day, billions of naira give it to police? Let me give you an example. Why can't you use those money, help the poor, needy, so that you have less fighting, hunger? Hold on, when your home is okay, you don't need to go and fight. Abi brother. When your home is okay, you don't need to go and start picking burger house, killing people. No. When you are angry, let me tell you, Nigerians leaders, very careful. If we cannot do it, God will come down and march all of you down. Let me give you an example. Our leader doesn't learn. Look at TB Joshua. How many years? Buhari, Lai Mohammed, Lawan, Bajamiala. Please, make sure these 2 years remaining, Nigeria should be peaceful, or else. And let me remember one thing: Igbos, I love Igbo people. They invest a lot in most of the whole state in Nigeria. The kind message Buhari is sending as a father, that man is not a father. Speak a language that everybody will be happy. Not coming to Lagos, passing the Igbos, passing the Yorubas, and they all watching you, standing there. Speaking, I was expecting Tinubu to reply him yesterday and stand up and said, when you were in where you are, we wake up and bring you to that to the president. Today you are telling us we cannot sit in Lagos, determine zoning. That is a signal to Tinubu's and the allies that presidency, they will open it at the end. The minority will be the majority. Automatically, what I'm saying, let Nigeria divide. Igbos, the Biafra should go. The Oduduwa should go. Let the Northern go and themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lucky. Wonderful from Mr. Lucky. I have Mr. Chigozie. He's chilling with his mods. Good morning.
How are you doing,
Mr.
Mr.
Not kill
Christian?
ourselves.
At all, you can see that I'm somehow weak, and I use this opportunity to celebrate the Biafran nation, the restoration of Biafra. So if you are not comfortable with this, I think, excuse me, the restoration of Biafra. Well, I mean, also suggest you go and hang a transformer. So Biafra has come to stay, and no going back.
The president threatened.
He said,
The president threatened.
all hail Biafra.
The president threatened the IPOB and the Igbos yesterday. He said they're like a small dot. You heard his statement yesterday. How do you respond to that?
You see, it's quite laughable. Well, you don't respond to a dead man statement. The man is dead. Going through his statement, you understand that a sane man cannot make such assertion. You see? Of course, you should understand that the Igbos, precisely, the Igbos are the have the greater majority. They are the most largest ethnic nationality in Nigeria.
Not the Hausas.
Who are the Hausas? In northern region, you have the Kanuris, you have the Kajes, you have other ethnic nationalities, but they just call them Hausa, the North. You have even the Buzus, the Fulanis. You see? But the Igbos are predominantly, within the Nigerian state. We are the the largest ethnic nationality. Of course, across 30 states of the Federation, you can have indigenous settlers who are of Igbo's origin. So, having said that, I want to establish my premise that you cannot just dismiss the potency, the influence of the Igbo nationality. So, trying to call them a dot is just because he's ignorant of the reality.
He said, shoot aside anyone man with AK-47. Shoot aside order. How do you look at that assertion?
So I want to relate to you, it's a mystery. Not even the professors of political science have not unraveled the mystery behind, of course, the myriads of problems bedeviling Nigeria. They may sound politically correct, but they don't have the solution to the problem of Nigeria. You see, I want to refer you to Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. See, that is where lies the problem of Nigerian state. As a good student of history, you should go and make reference what that part says. He said, woe to them that go down to Egypt. Ever since, of course, the Nigerian state are allied with the Egyptian state to fight against the sovereignty of Biafran state, which, of course, we have to lose over 3.5 million children as a result of the observation policy. You see, Nigeria will never know peace because the Bible said it. And forever, O Lord, your word is settled in heaven. The word to him that goes down to Egypt, of course, to seek for help. And ever since Nigeria went down to Egypt, look at the enormous resources that have been, voted for the fight against banditry, the fight against Boko Haram. In their trillions of naira has been expended. It's because of the calamity that have befallen them as a result of this conspiracy of genocide, perpetrated genocide against God's own people. So Nigeria will not recover from this heinous crime. Why? Because they are not learning the lessons so soon. You will have political people that seems to be sound politically, but they don't have the solution to the problem. And they have not gone after, of course, the Holy One of Israel, who is the Prince of Peace. And they have not seek for his, attention. And in as much as this remains, they will only, of course, run to Obasanjo, who made Nigeria, the Festac celebration. He introduced Nigeria into idolatry. So in as much as this remains, Nigeria will keep on expending whatever they have as resources to the fight against insecurity. Why? Because you killed innocent people because you hated them. And you will spend the rest of your life in trying to maintain peace. Look at, after 54 years, they conspired to eliminate the God's own people from of course, the rising sun, the nation of the rising sun. Have Nigeria recovered? They are still groveling in darkness, fighting insecurity. They are about to end, of course, the Boko Haram. It only gave in to another banditry, to another headsman. So in as much as Nigeria remains an entity under this deception, they will never move forward. Look at it, you don't have infrastructure. Common power is not fixed. Our infrastructures, our facilities are not fixed. Look at most industries are, of course, going moribund. And the man said that because there is no peace. How can you have peace when you have rejected the peace of peace? You see, when you resort to injustice, nepotism, how could somebody trusted with such an enormous responsibility, who should, place patriotism, nationality first before his selfish interests? It is quite unfortunate, and it's much expected because God will continue to send devourers to the Nigerian states. So it is not a surprise that somebody of his like, the Buhari, emerged as the president of Nigeria, because it has been programmed that Nigeria will continue to tow the path of destruction until finally an end is put to this contraction called Nigeria. Not until this is done, you can never have peace. After 54 years, you understand that they become the most victim of this casualty. They have not enjoyed peace. After 54 years or thereabout, and they're still running about calling one Nigeria, trying to hold, together what is not binding. And of course, you can understand under this administration that we are more divided. Look at the killings here and there. And look at the answers were just last year. And he's given nonsense excuses on why he failed in creating jobs for the people. Why the teeming population of our graduates are roaming about the streets without job, without any source of livelihood, without any future or direction. It clearly shows that this man has no direction, only headed for the cliff, for the worst. His only language is, of course, prepare for hard time. There's not been any better language than this. And now it's shoot at sight. Who are you shooting? Your own citizens, your supposed citizens. Who gave you, of course, the opportunity? Though we understood that you stole the mandate from the people. It is never the wish of the people for you to ascend such a lofty height. But because Nigeria is doomed, Nigeria is headed for the destruction that is awaiting them. 54 years After the, of course, Nigeria's Biafran civil war, has Nigeria known peace? The question is no. Then what is the problem? You have expended over trillions of dollars, if not dollars, of nairas upon nairas for over 54 years to maintain peace. And you have no, the peace is not even in sight. And you have not sat down to ask yourself, what is fundamentally wrong? Some professors of politics will come and tell you the problem of Nigeria, but they have no solution out of that problem. So I am telling you, it is about a mystery. Until you unravel such mystery, Nigeria will keep on rolling, moving in a cycle, stuck in a wheel of motionless. So that remains a cog in the progress of this country. Until you discover the truth, only the truth shall set you free. Of course, the truth is not within this competition called Nigeria. The truth is Biafra. Until you let Biafra go, Pharaoh will never have peace. And it will have it on ground. Biafra is, you can dislike me for that, but I don't give a dime. You can take off your dollars, billions of dollars for that. If you intend to give me, you can take it back. But what you cannot take back from me is the ideology of Biafra, is the Biafran restoration, is the Biafran sovereignty. The Biafran spirit you cannot take from me. You can withdraw or deny me whatever you think is within your reach, but the Biafran spirit remains alive.
Thank you very much.
All hail Biafra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie.
You cannot take from me. You can withdraw or deny me whatever you think is within your reach.
Good morning, Mr. Kitachibu. Fine, and you?
Yeah. Yesterday, finally the president spoke. All this year, all these months, and
yes,
years
no,
I've been asking.
no. The last time he had a media chat was in 2019 towards the build-up to his general election, and since then he has never come on here to speak or address Nigerians. But yesterday,
How do you look at this interview yesterday?
The president talked a lot of diverse issues. So which one?
Did he really tackle the issues?
Which of the issues? He
Let's
talked
look at
so many
the
things.
issue of appointment. He said he appointed his chief of army staff on merit. Like the merit, he explained that those that are on the field, he cannot appoint people that are not on the field. He appointed those on the field. So the next person was someone on the field, despite the fact that he had seniors.
That's no means for you to justify that. In as much as each and every one of the military personnel has the military training, upbringing, it doesn't matter whether you are on the field or not. Why don't you, if fully the president is not biased, is not, he does not believe in what lopsided appointment. Atairu shouldn't have been the chief of army staff. You all know that. We Nigerians all know that. So for him to come out and have said he appointed because Atairu has been on the field, to me that doesn't make sense. This is the same Atairu that led Operation Lafayette on the field. Didn't he fail? This same Atairu led Operation Safe Haven and is on the field. Didn't he fail? So what are you talking about field? It has to do with what? Competent hands. Atairu is not competent. You can see Atairu record. You can see Atairu antecedents. He has always been a failure from the onset. All the operations he has led, has he ever come out victorious? So now see, why is he coming out just to defend a failure like him? A failure would always roll with a failure. Has he ever come out victorious?
Has he not tried his best? That is Buhari. Has he not tried his best?
In terms of what?
In terms of infrastructure.
I don't understand when you say infrastructure. The only thing,
This Ibadan road.
which Ibadan road, the only thing the president came to Lagos yesterday to do was in Lagos was just that there was traffic. Aside from the traffic jam, I don't see why the reason the president came to Lagos. His essence of coming to Lagos is Lagosians has not felt the same part. All those yesterday, we were all stuck in traffic. Mobalaji Bank Anthony Way was just shut down because of one person. So the railway, he claimed to commission He did not start the program. Sorry, the project. It was the past administration that started the project. So now, so now, he should give credit to the led, to the to the Jonathan-led administration that was initiated this project. And now, governance had to do with what continuity, and which it came just to what continue it. Now when he was talking about the issue of job, now this same man said yesterday, he said he said see every year he will employ 1 million Nigerians every year when he was campaigning now. And yesterday he said something. He said the youth should behave themselves if truly they want job. Now this is coming from the president after 6 years. After 6 years, that he has not provided any job for them.
Security.
He said what?
How do you provide jobs? How do you create jobs in an insecure environment?
How do you create job in an insecure environment? Now, what stops him from tackling that insecurity? That is now. He said, see, once he's voted into office, after 3 months, Boko Haram will be wiped off. Now, this Boko Haram has now metamorphosed to what? Banditry, Fulani herdsmen, unknown men gun, unknown gunmen, everything, yes. It has not metamorphosed. Nigeria was only battling with what? Boko Haram, but now it has metamorphosed now to about like 4. And still, he has not done anything to it now. Now, he is not saying about about jobs. What stops you? How much was given to the former chief of army staff, Brutai, to purchase arms? That Butarai, that the man siphoned. What stops the president from trying him? Up to today, is Butai not an ambassador? Has the president not given him an appointment? No, answer me. So now, see, the problem of this country is the president himself. Now he is not saying Igbos are like the dots in a round hole. Now he should read history. If he has forgot, I know he is. He's so clueless. He does not follow trends. Now he should read history that after independence, the most prosperous tribe has been the Igbo. These Igbo people as what they have also contributed to the growth of this country. What has his own tribe? What have they done? What have they contributed economic-wise to the growth of this country? Are they not parasites? Are they not parasites?
That is the Fulani.
Yes, the Fulani, they are parasites. See, the truth matter is that the president is just too clueless, and now he does not go with trends. What is happening in the country? The president is the problem of this country. Until the president leaves the seat of power, things will not all go well. And now he talked about open grazing. He said he has given AGF in person of Abubakar Malami to go ahead and just and come up with what open grazing. Now, according to 1987 land use act by the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, the lands have been vested to the governor. Every land belongs to the state governor. I don't know why a president doesn't think every land belongs to the state governor. It's the constitution. So why would you think you just look up one day and tell Malami, oh yeah, go to this place and get land? In the 21st century, you don't practice open grazing. You don't. How can cows be roaming the street of Nigeria? It's also absurd.
You don't understand the nature of the Fulani. Fulani are people that move from one place to another.
Why would Fulani are people that move for the owner?
Yeah.
Now these people can be confined in one territory. This is 21st century now. All and two. Rear cows, but all are built ranch for them. Now there is lot of land in where Sambisa forest. Let him take them there. Let the president shift them there. He cannot just start and say now he wants to get our land for his own interest now. And now this same man that said that state governors should protect their states. What has he done? Now you refuse. He refused to acknowledge what? State police. He refused to allow them bear bear arms. Now, how do they want to protect their states if these governors are not given the power for their local hunters to bear arms? How do they want to combat this Fulani herdsmen? You can see by the president's body language, it's for the Fulani.
Can you summarize finance?
In summary of what I've said is that as long as the president is still on seat, things will not all go well with Nigeria. And then again, my last statement is, if he doesn't want Nigeria, every region to go their separate way, let him, gentle, as a gentleman agreement, let him restructure Nigeria. That is it. Because or else, he himself will not be at peace.
Thank you very much, Mr. David. Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, good morning.
Good morning. Still remain your humble servant, Charles Isuchikoyode.
How are you? Yesterday I was disturbed, I was troubled by the shoot aside order of the president, saying that anybody is fine with AK-47 shoot aside.
So he's indirectly telling you that you should shoot aside the IPOP members and the Oduduwas, right? Well, I'm not seeing it as a surprise because
The IPOP don't use AK-47.
we don't, my brother. Even that is to tell you that the president has gone as what we call his degrade. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know who do you want to shoot. How many Biafrans will you see with? How many IPOP members will you see with a gun? How many Oduduwas have you seen walking around the street with guns? Just early this morning, I received a call from a brother that the federal government have just sent a troop of soldiers to the eastern part of this country. They are on their way going now. What are we talking? Are we fighting war? This is not war. It's a very simple something. The Biafran says we don't want to belong to a particular state. We don't want to belong to a particular nations. This is Nigeria, and the Biafran say we want to go. Why not allow them to go? It's very simple. I got married to you, and then you find out that the marriage is not working for you. What do? You seek for divorce. The Nigerians, the Biafrans are seeking for divorce from this country. They don't want to continue again. So why are you telling me that you want to shoot aside? Who do you want to shoot aside? Those that are fighting with guns or those that are not fighting with guns? The Biafrans are the peaceful, they are the people that, how many times have you heard him? Okay, during Buhari's campaign, that was 2015, thereabout, if I could remember, one of his 3 points, one of his major manifestos was, have you heard him? He's going to wipe out Boko Haram in 3 months' time. How many since then, tell me, during even the Boko Haram people have, they have doubled themselves times 20 than when Jonathan was still in existence. Now, you can even eat and wine with the Boko Haram member these days. You don't even know. So, my brother, who do you want to shoot? Those people that are working with guns or those people that are not working with guns? The Biafrans are people that said they want to go. Leave them, let them go. What is your problem? So who do you want to shoot? Shoot, and why won't you go to the north and start shooting those Boko Haram people that are killing the whole people? That have, even the federal government that they want, sending guns to them. So how many people have been shot there? How many people have been killed there? So, and you want to kill people that are not fighting you with anything.
Okay. Are you coming out? Are you coming for protest tomorrow? Are you going to come for protest tomorrow, June 12th?
So June 12th. My brother, if it proves otherwise, why not?
But the federal government is saying that you people should be peaceful. If you want Nigeria to change, youth should be peaceful.
My brother, even the Bible have said it. The kingdom of God suffereth what? You are a Christian, you can say it. And why not take it by violence? We have been peaceful enough. Look at the whole president can even come out and call you a youth. My brother, travel in the whole world. Nigerian youth are the most hardworking youth I have ever seen in my life. But for you being an idiot to come out and tell me that the Nigerian youths are lazy, it means that you don't know what you are doing. So why will you tell me that the best way as in to enhance peace, as in to have what you achieve what you want is by peaceful coexistence? So what exactly are you talking about? You cannot tell me that because the Nigerian youth have been peaceful. This is a country where we are dying. We are dying of hunger. The Nigerian youth are suffering, and they are smiling. You cannot tell me that you want to move down to a particular place peacefully without even having the content of what you want to do. We, the Nigerian youth, we have been peaceful enough. So definitely, what do? we have to go violently. If that is what we bring out, what we want.
People are saying that is not Buhari. You watched that interview yesterday. You still have the conviction that that is not Buhari.
My brother, that is, to me, I don't know to another person. That is not Buhari.
From the, I was in
From everything, my brother, that is not Buhari. That is not, tell yourself the truth. Can we tell ourselves the truth? A president that will just sneak just to talk to the citizens, a president that will just come out even without openly just to talk to the citizens, he will just, he comes out at his own will. Is that the kind of president you want? My brother, that is not Buhari. The Buhari, I think this is a sidecon, someone that has been molded as in to become, as in just to siphon money by houses. That is not Buhari, my brother. If you see the real Buhari, I know, let me tell you the truth. I grew up in the north. I know Buhari House very well, and I've seen him time without number in Daura, Katsina State. I can speak Hausa very well. You understand what I'm saying? So, when I see one, I know. When I see the real one, the real person you are talking about, this is not the kind of Buhari. This is not your president. This is not my president, my brother. My last statement. My last statement is, okay, sorry to say this, that's something I remembered. We are talking about the federal government. Look at what the federal government are doing. Just, could you believe that people like God did not sleep in our house yesterday? Why? Because I'm reaching our various houses at Agege here, they have locked down our houses. Why? The council. That we are not paying this, that each room must pay 10,000. We don't know. Tell me, even you come out as you come to my house and you told me that the houses are dirty. Am I going to give you the money? Am I paying 10,000 naira to who? To court or to council for them to come and repair the house or to come and sweep the house? Why are we're almost at the stage in our house, in my compound, and you are telling me that each room must pay 10,000? You understand? They're locked down everywhere. And according to them, we may say another rules coming from the federal government.
No, is it federal government or state government?
No, they said the rules is trying to come as a right from federal government to the state government. Do you understand? Then I did not sleep in my house. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Why? Simply because I have to pay 10,000, but I don't have it. I cannot pay. Why will you lock down my house? This is a house I've been paying. You cannot even have the citizens, the massive at heart, the people that the people that voted you in. All you are after is money. My brother, my last statement is this: let Biafra go. The only thing that will allow peace to reign is for them to go. Let us go, and the only thing that will allow us to go is for them to that coexistence of peaceful, understand, mutual dialogue should come in existence for us to go. Biafra must go. Thank you very
much. I have Pastor with me. Pastor, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
I've been listening since.
Yes.
And that's why I keep close to listen to what people say so I can speak for what you have said. You just come and speak. Somebody must tell you that what you said is this or that. Okay. Get my point? We are in the country, our nation, my country. I love my president. I love him die. That is who I be. You get my point? I'm not from Hausa. I'm not from Yoruba. Buhari is not my father. I don't know him from anywhere, but he's my father now. I love him by my heart. I pray for him every day.
What are the things you see
now
that makes you say you love him?
Yes, I love him because he's my president. Anywhere I go in the world, every form I feel the cabinet, Mr. President, I put Muhammad Buhari as the president. Anywhere I fly, go.
No, you have not answered the question.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I say I love him because he's my president. Commander-in-Chief of the armed forces of my country.
That's not an answer.
I said I love him because he's my president. I have something I represent my love now. I love him because he's my brother. I love this guy because he's my brother. So I love him because he's my president.
Aside being your president.
Aside being my president, I must love him because he's a human being like me. You get my point? He's not a ghost. Neither is an animal. He's a human being like me. So I love him deeper. And everything he do in this world, because I'm a spiritual man, I support him deeper. Because I know what he's trying to do. But only carnal men cannot understand him. Now, the foundation of life start from you. Everybody that complain, Buhari is bad, Buhari is this. Buhari, what he do yesterday shocked the whole Africa. The commission that he commissioned yesterday. He commissioned the most powerful commission that we are waiting for so many years. Now, in the next 6 months, now we start to lead our crew, our whatever from Red Line. I'm coming.
He commissioned
the most powerful commission that will ever be. I'm coming. He commissioned the rail, the metro rail line, from here Lagos down to almost Kafanchan. It take us something. It's something that we. Now they promise to commission from what? From Abuja down to Akwa Ibom. To you, he mentioned yesterday. So that is what we are now. What I'm happy about. That I can be able to take train from here to Osogbo, from Osogbo to Abuja, from Abuja to down to what to Kano, and from Kano to Akwa Ibom, to flow lane.
But Jonathan started the.
Jonathan, the project was
And
what?
almost finished it,
I'm coming.
80%.
Jonathan started the project in Abuja.
80%.
I'm coming now.
Okay, 80%.
Amechi come under Buhari government. You know, come under Jonathan government. And all this achievement Amechi talked yesterday is from Amechi. Achieving the issues achievement. I'm coming.
But Jonathan's government.
Jonathan government make it Abuja
and
own.
almost completed it.
You know, completed. It was Abuja own, not Lagos own.
Wait, he almost completed 80%.
Yes, yes.
When you have 100%, somebody does 80%.
No.
Wait,
Achievement.
let me come.
Don't be a rebel.
Let me come.
You are journalist. Don't be a
I'm
rebel.
asking you a question.
Okay.
I'm asking you a question. If you have something 100%, somebody
Okay.
completes 80%,
Yes.
and the other person has 20%,
Okay.
who do you give credit to?
Okay, I'm coming. There's credit that still go to 200%. Not only own on 100%.
No,
I'm coming. Credit not only
trying to
I'm coming now.
generalize
Pick my case psychologically. Be psychological to pick my point. Credit is still past 100% to 100 to 200%.
No,
500.
answer my question.
I'm coming
Answer
now.
my question.
I'm coming now. The railway between Lagos to where he reached is never be half to what Goodluck do. Never half. Goodluck just do only railway inside Abuja. This thing finish. The railway that cross state to state to state, he has never compared to what Goodluck do. That's Buhari achievement. I give it to him. Pump plane.
In employment,
In employment, in this railway that is played now, you can go to this Ogun State, all this road that they do the railway, see job. See job to them who want to work. Job is booming. Go to the one that they built in Agbado here. This station they built in Agbado here. They finish the work for a good meter. Go and check. Job, masses of people working.
what kind of jobs?
The job that you do, anything you work as job is job.
No. What
I'm
kind
coming.
of job? What kind of job?
They work in that company. Some people carry sand, some people make the road, some people lay the rail.
that the job?
It's work, Mr. Man. It's
that the
work.
job?
Yes, job.
A graduate, what kind of job?
A graduate no want to work. He's being in WhatsApp. You don't see a graduate there. You don't know what he's in WhatsApp. Playing babo, you play bed now, you play gambling. We don't have business for a graduate. A graduate no want to work. He had his phone and do what he do. They are most in Baba. He created job. I give him goodies. The best job.
How many Nigerians are being employed?
If you want to go there and get job, please. I have a job. 2 jobs now I get. As a Nigerian citizen, I get 2 jobs. You know what understand me? I get 2 jobs. Now, into fashion environment, I control 2 offices now as well. I mean, fashion designer. I control 2 offices now. You understand me? I have job. Even though I want to have 10 jobs, I'll have it if I can stand for myself. Because I get myself to have job. People are here, they don't want to get job.
Buhari said that the Igbos are a dot in a circle.
Yes, the dust in a circle in the sense that that's why he described them as dust in a circle.
Why?
That is it. Now, Igbo man believe in one Nigerian pass, every other people. I'm coming. Igbo man believe in one Nigerian pass. You don't get my mystery. Igbo man believe in one Nigeria pass every other tribe.
Okay.
Now, why did he believe in one Nigeria? He go by the whole Nigeria and buy land, build houses all over the country. Igbo man believe in one Nigerian pass. You don't get my mystery. So who believe in one Nigerian pass? Outside man sleep outside. The Yoruba man no come to your place. You are the one that buy land. I'm coming. Buy land everywhere in Nigeria and build houses. Live in peace. Any house you do. Nobody stop you. So Igbo man believe in one Nigeria. For him to wake up and say he want to go, Buhari called him is a dust under his circle. If Nigeria say they want to go,
Okay.
a journalist not be a label. If you be a label,
I'm asking a
I'm
question.
coming.
I'm
Ask
asking
a
a
question with what?
Ask a-
I'm
I'm
coming.
asking a
When you ask
question.
ask a question with a simple navigation of Hera.
Okay.
You hear me? Simple navigation of Hera. You ask a question. You don't have a question as Anakin. As a journalist. I don't want to teach your job. Now, Igbo man, you understand me? Rebel since 1966 to go. No other nation rebel, no other tribe rebel. And you that rebel to go now build house all over the country. Now why do Buhari not call you a dust under safety? You build house in all Nigeria, get business all over Nigeria. You are the one that still rebel to go. Are you not a fool?
I asked the question, you didn't answer my question. Must you be an Igbo man?
See,
Must you be a Nigerian?
Mr. Man,
An Igbo man?
you are Igbo man. Are you Igbo man?
Answer this question.
I want to answer you.
Must you be a Nigerian to be in Ghana?
Be a Nigerian to be in Ghana. You are a Nigerian. You have been in Ghana.
If you go to Ghana and build a house, must you be a Ghanaian to be there?
You be in Nigeria and build a house in Ghana. You are a Nigerian.
So
if you be in,
what are you not saying?
If you be in the,
what you are saying
I'm coming now. If you be in East, I'm
coming
coming now, Mr. Man. Don't misquote me. Don't misquote me, Mr. Man. Don't misquote me.
Answer the question.
I'm coming.
Answer the question.
If you be an Igbo man, build us in Karuna, you are in Nigeria. If you be Igbo man, build us in Lagos and buy land in Lagos, you are Nigerians. You know, can understand me?
Just random.
If you be a Nigerian Igbo man, build us in Kabanchang, you are in Nigeria. Hear me? That's why you build us in all over the Nigerian territory. You are a Nigerian with that. You are not Biafra. Now you return to go, but you are building us all over. Now keep yourself out of something that I want to go in peace. So what? Because if you want to go now, you want to go. Somebody go frustrated to buy your house, you can't buy. You want to leave it there? Okay, you want to sell house now for Yoruba man, you know, say you want to go and taking that house. I can't buy. Who go buy? So you want to, so you pick yourself in what? In simple so then you bring circulate. If outside want to go now, outside not have anything in this land, they sleep outside. They go, I'm coming.
Any final statement?
Somebody speak there for almost an hour. I want to tell you. Now, let you understand. Igbo man is not ready to go. He's just making noise and trouble.
Okay.
I'm coming. That's number one. Number two, Buhari is the best president I ever have.
Okay.
Does that mean? Number two, and nobody can ever try to strike it. It's the best president I ever have. Number three, listen to me. I want to sort of my I tell you, don't be a rebel as a journalist. Okay. Now, number four, as a citizen of this country, I'm first citizen. Igbo man become a second citizen. Hausa become the third citizen, and Yoruba become the number fourth citizen. Now, all of us are in this country. Whoever irritates and rebel against Nigerian to go, you turn to slave. That's how you will be. Except you save Nigeria is your nation and you fight on, you work fire to make it better for all of us. If you say you want to go to a slave in this nation forever, and I'm going to what? I'm going to impounding the foundation that you become a slave if you rebel to go.
Thank you very much.
That is my pitch now. Now let all the Igbos know that you are Nigerian, you are not Biafra.
Okay.
Yeah? Let Hausa know you are what? They are Nigerian, you are not Hausa, you are not Fulani. Okay. Let Yoruba know you are Nigerian, you are not Oduduwa. Okay. We are all one together and we live in our nation and I love my country. Thank you.
Pastor has jobs to give people, so come here, Pastor.
If you need job, I can give you.
Good morning. I beg. Good morning, everyone. You know, everybody have very mental psychiatry issue in this country. When situation comes, you know that everybody head is not the same. Because they think that the whole Nigeria are complaining because of one man called president. Somebody will come here, come they speak English. Hungry they kill him for house as you see and so. You don't understand. He carry Bible. The Bible, I don't know whether Bible did they tell her inside there. I don't know when they read. Whether na back of Bible they read for in place. The same people will come here go they swear for everybody. Pastor where they bleach.
No,
good morning everybody.
Igbos don't want Nigeria to divide.
Igbo don't want Nigeria to divide. Then who are the people clamoring for Biafra? Are they Niger?
Pastor. Come answer your question.
Who are the people clamoring for Biafra? Are they Niger? Are they Chad? Are they Iflani people? So that's why I tell you that everybody have mental. You understand? When you are under frustration, your mentality change. Because like you see our pastor here, he say in a pastor Abi, if you are suffering from mentality and frustration, you talk anyhow. God bless everybody. I love all my viewers and everyone all over the world, Philip TV, and Mr. Chigo's even my friend. That will bring my situation on board that day. And I know we are one, but we still have some people in me because when there is 12, Judah must be among. That is why we have to be very careful with some things we do. Okay.
Keep country peaceful for jobs be created. President tell you.
Him himself, you know that when Arise TV was interviewing Una President yesterday.
The president.
I say Una President, Mona leave that one. When they were interviewing him, they asked him a question. One question I picked for them. He said, what have you put in order to counter those herdsmen? The herdsmen killing people. He told the whole Nigeria that Are you expecting me to fight Iflani? Say this man, Governor of Benue say he's one of them. Say yes, I'm one of the Iflani. You don't understand? And they still ask him now, after your tenure finish, what did you want to do? He tell the whole world that he have a cow. You understand? And he have a farm. If he finish in tenure, he will go back to his cow rally business and do his farm work. You understand? So that is why I always say that only advice I give to the president. May no way make the tenure finish. He should just go back to where? Should go back to Dara and finish that in farm business. May they there, peace go there for Nigeria. You understand? You only declaring war on a particular people. That is the IPOP. You understand? He declare war on the IPOP and say you want to. You see, you make that use that the same word that will teach them the language they will understand, and that kind of person. And you tell me that the person is not biased. Why is biased? They ask him about appointment. He say those people he's appointing are capable. You understand? They are being in the system, working with military. But the Igbo men are being Yoruba people that are in the army. They are not in the system. You understand? So that is this project they are commissioned today did not start today. It started under Jonathan. It's the legacy of Jonathan. They have it as a plan to do it, and they have already marked it to do it. They start work. You understand? And now when they complete it, they turn it to their own work. First, that's the first work that Buhari commissioned for almost 6 years in office. Have you seen commission anything?
Yeah, he commissioned one in Kogi State.
What did commission for there? Is that a federal product?
No, he didn't say federal. He said that's the first
one. And Bello invite him because he's their APC. Because a president that will say that if you want to be president in 2023, you should come to APC. He said it. He said if you want to be president in 2023, you should come to APC. So, okay, if everybody now, if Tinubu they in APC is contesting for president, Yaya Bello want to contest, Ojus Okalu want to contest. Okay, now if other people in another party also that want to contest for president, all of them go to APC. Who is that person that want to contest? All of them will become president at once, Abi. That's why we are having unelected president like Garba Shehu Malami. They asked him question about Malami. He could not give. He just like ho ho ho. You are in a live TV. They're asking important thing. You are laughing. You understand? So that is why the president see everything as a joke. You understand? Because they have not taken adequate action against him. And that's why they are afraid of protest.
Are you going to be available for protest tomorrow?
Why? I'll be available. It's my right. Okay? The one where we not do protest, they know they shoot aside, they kill our brother for years. Abina, we should tell ourselves the truth. If we keep on afraid that we don't want to die, you understand? We don't want to do this thing. My brother, nothing will write on my back. Means that what I prefer more, if we can join our hand, head together and do revolution. And do revolution in this country and pursue all those mad people. All those are our mad leaders.
They are Nigerians.
Who are Nigeria? Those ones, are they fighting for you? Are they for their children? Did they know you? Talk now. Did they know you?
I know some of them.
You know some of them? Have they helped you before? Have they do anything for you? Education system under their watch, zero. Electricity under their watch, what? Zero. Everything under Buhari regime, food, to buy food na quarrel. Then you are telling me that those people have plan for Nigeria. What they have plan is to borrow. Where they borrow, what are they doing with the money they borrow? They're recovering loot. That Senate want to bring on board that the money they're recovering, they want to see it. You understand? Many people now in the North are crying say, they prefer Jonathan more than this one. You understand? Because Jonathan, now everybody say Jonathan is good. Jonathan is that. Many of them that time clamouring against Jonathan. I remember Ojota protest. Jonathan never give order to shoot aside. He said everybody have a way to express their feeling when things is not going. Buhari is there in that protest. Ngige is there. Tinubu is there. Oshomola was there. All of them. Okorocha, they mobilize people and protest against Jonathan government. They use Twitter to scatter politics. Jonathan government, but now they are now rising up against Twitter. The same platform they use. And that is why I told you that nothing is working in this country. If you want to see that Igbo is great, if you want to know that Yoruba is great, let them try and divide the nation. Let's see who. If they divide the nation, there will be a competition.
Okay, looking at the interview, people are saying that is not Buhari. Looking at that interview, you watch it again?
I watch it. Yes, I downloaded it in my phone now.
Is that Buhari?
Okay, it no concern me. I don't talk as anybody wey dey for there. Aso Rock, person wey dey put for 2015. His name na Buhari. If you like, may no be Buhari o. If you Buhari o, my problem. Insecurity in this country, the life of everybody are in danger. You understand? And it's not what the whole region fight against. That's open grazing. Open grazing. Buhari still supported yesterday that he prefer open grazing. Are you the one that will take somebody land? You know there's one time they want to pass water bill. That government will be controlling water. Are they the one that put water here? The day that God will remember this our government. They go die. They don't go see who go bury them. Now vulture go they chop their meat. And they know which was good. God also is fighting for us. Thank you everyone. I love my viewer. I love my supporters. People that like me, really want to support me. This God will bless all of you. And none of us here will lose our life. No matter the protest, no matter the order of shooting aside, not everybody they die. They fight for different countries. Everybody die. If government no do well, you rise up and make the government know that what they are doing is not right. That's what I want to tell the youth. Don't be afraid of shoot aside. The soldier said, where you see? The only problem, many of them say no get sense again because government don't brainwash many of them.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Wonderful, Mr. Sunday. Good morning, Mr. Samuel.
Good morning, viewers at home.
I want you to watch out for Samuel Pundit today. He's going to be anchoring. My colleague, a wonderful guy, a great guy. He's going to be anchoring Pundit.
Viewers at home.
Okay, let's look at the issues.
Yeah, good morning, viewers at home. Thanks for the compliment and for the observations. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. So now to the headlines.
The interview of the president. He spoke about the appointment. He said that the reason for the appointment is that he appointed those that are on the field. And when you looked at it, the Easterner did not fit into that position.
I want to be very brief as much as I can because I find it insulting or it's like a slap on some intelligence people when you listen to statements of supposedly somebody that is not sound or is not having facts like you. So engaging yourself is like you are bringing yourself down. But whichever way, I feel a country deserves the kind of leaders it has. Because consciously or subconsciously, those are the kind of people we deserve. So if our constitution is structured in such a way that we do the average requirements for who should contest for positions, we would have been able to do away with so many things, including age. There's age for civil service, there's no age for presidency. There's qualification to gain jobs, even in private companies that pay 30,000, BSc, this and that, HND, some masters. But in Nigeria, presidency is too sad. Some don't even have it. So now, if you are looking at what is on ground and what the presidency states, there's really no point there. But let me be factual. According to Punch newspaper, quoting on the 19th of January 2019, while Obasanjo was reacting to his statement by Punch, he said, and I quote, Obasanjo was referring to the statement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2003 and 2007, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu said categorically, although he came out to deny it because of politics, Muhammadu Buhari is an agent of destabilization, ethnic bigots and religious fanatics, who, if given the chance, would ensure the disintegration of the country. His ethnocentrism would jeopardize Nigerians' national unity. I'm quoting Mohammed Bola Tinubu. Now, in looking at his statement, no, he can come out and deny it because he wants to eat from the system. And in relation to what he said years back, that Nigeria, now is not one. It's not a unified country some years back. So if you look at that statement to Buhari's actions, you really cannot. Buhari is not surprising me as a person because I was expecting him to come out to the interview after they would have given him what to say, and he stood his ground. And one thing I love him for is the fact that he stand his ground even on his ethnic or religious belief. I love him for that. And he has shown it even before he won the election. So that's why some people coming out to complain as if these facts were not there. They are making me to laugh. So for one thing I love him for is, in fact, he talked about grazing. Because there's an agenda which he, as a full animal, he said it on Arrested, he is trying to achieve directly or indirectly. So, and I love him for that. So it is not meant on those, the Southerners, for them play divide and rule within themselves because they've sold their birthright, allow their people to die, or because some of them want presidency to keep quiet and play double standard and greed. It's okay. So the president saying that of the people that lame excuses that went to war is in Borno. Is he the only person in Borno? The list of army officers that have been to Borno is much. Cuts across all ethnic groups in the army. So those excuses are not, the president is just lying. So let's discuss something else.
Okay.
Maybe if you can pick another topic. That's what I'm saying, that there's an agenda that the cattle route, which majorly falls within the south and where there is water. And who are those doing it? Are the people that are not from the area that they can. So there's an agenda to situate these people to sit somewhere. And I love Buhari for one thing. He's firm directly or indirectly with what they are pursuing. It's a clear signal. There's no need for us to. No, I don't expect him to come out and say this is the plan, which is very tactical. So and that's why there's a connection of railway lines to Niger, because when you are factual with facts, Buhari some years back, I think as an head of state, was he in the UN? I've forgotten the meeting he went for to represent Nigeria. The Nigerian position, and as a whole, was to vote against a particular policy. As at that point in time, I'm trying to remember the exact policy, but I know we did it in university in our final year because we are analyzing foreign policy. Buhari voted in favor of Niger, which was standing on a different policy from Nigeria. So some people have also argued, because as at that time we were doing political analysis, that there are serious questioning that some of these guys within that part of the world, since there's a close border infiltration, are really not Nigerians. Most of, in fact, the debate that Atiku is done is a community is true. So most of them, if you go and check historical trend, their body action, though they will come and claim one part, fine. Kaduna, Katsina, nobody's arguing that. But when you check their actions and inactions towards certain elements and their original route, according to Dokidobi, I'm going back to my root, reggae. Their roots, they are really not in actions and inaction Nigerians. So I'm not surprised that the presidency is looking for a route. In fact, like I said, I was expecting him to create a commission for Fulani herdsmen, using Nigerians' money to be footing it, which the Southern senators and all, we pass it. So we deserve what you're getting.
Okay, looking at, we used force against IPOB.
That is also not a surprise. So what is this? I'm looking at Bola Tinubu's statement. That is what Buhari will do, especially when it comes to other ethnic group. So in Southeast, he won't tell you to accommodate your brothers. No, he won't use that for Southeast. Nah, haba. But are you expecting that? So his body action is clear. So there's no need to model up like, were you expecting him to say he wants to dialogue with Southeast? No, but he will do that with the North. He will say Shehu Gumi and so many other. If I will give them amnesty, the Boko Haram that have killed more than the IPOB, that have done the stabilization to the system, the economy, the image of the nation, than the IPOB. So the statement always will not be presidential in nature. As somebody that is governing an entity that have diverse ethnic groups. So I wasn't expecting, is it new? Is it the first time he's saying it? It's not the first, it's not the second. So one thing I love is, he's a truthful person. And we should give it to him. So we deserve the kind of leaders we want. Some people are only shouting now because the wave of the tempo have blown to other regions who directly or indirectly for political reasons won the 2023 election decided to play propaganda double standard, which is also inherent within our political system. So when you look at it, we are in a big mess and we are in a big dilemma. That when you go front, there's no way. When you come, that is why the average Nigerian youth, even after graduating from school, they will rather involve in creating a link with some of these white girls, even the one that is fatter than my mother or that is older, so that they can live. Because the level of intellectual foolishness is a norm within the political system. And this is the only system a professor will be a vice for somebody that brought out the white certificate with a 70-year-old passport. So when you look at the system, I was telling some, I said madness, you know, if you read madness hypothesis in philosophy, the mad people in their world, if you are under philosophy, says they are the normal ones, that the people wearing clothes are the mad ones. So under madness hypothesis, the mad people are saying that the things that the normal me and you do to ourselves is worse than what they, the mad people to madman, do to themselves. So under the madness hypothesis, the man wearing clothes that will look as a madman sees us that we are mad than them. So looking at the condition of this country, madness and stupidity has been exalted to be a norm. In a country that has more than 250 ethnic groups, with this time, you are still talking about roots, while Brazil that has, do you know the millions of cows that Brazil has? Yet, they are not doing open grazing. They keep them somewhere. The cows are fatter, they produce more than for you to start trekking from Kano, Kaduna, to Ogun State, to Lagos. So you don't see the level of the kind of people we have, and you're not saying you're assessing anything. So has madness not become a norm consciously or subconsciously? It is evident that stupidity and madness has been exalted than intellectuals and vibrant people being in. No, they won't get you. When you, I've been to an office when I was listening to the English by one of the officers that was attending to me. I wept. Because it is open now that stupidity, illiteracy, mediocrity have been exalted to be a norm in this part of the world. That was why you can have a presidential spokesperson in person of Garba Shehu openly said that rodents, rats pursue president from office. Rats. Rodents drove away the president from office. Check it online. It was in this same country. Monkey swallows money. So is stupidity and madness not a norm? So I don't need anybody to say. So when I say madness is a norm in this part of the world, it is commonsensical, except you are just being economical with the truth. If you are intellectual, you cannot thrive in this part of the world. That is why most of the friends I know, most of us, we are planning to apply for scholarship funds, do write 1 or 2 papers and run. You can't. If you are intellectual, you can't thrive here. You need to be stupid to a reasonable extent to thrive in this part of the world. You need to have double standard and lies, hypocrisy. You need to sow steal, because stealing and corruption, whereby people will make you look as if that is a norm. You need to pay 1 million to be shortlisted, maybe to the DSS or the Navy. Somebody actually told me you need 1 million to be shortlisted for this, or you know a senator that knows. So even if you are not intellectually sound or you don't have a certificate, they will back you up. They will find a way of modeling. That's why some people, political officers, have edited their name 86 times on Wikipedia. 86 times they edited their age. Just Google it now. It's online. So the point is, we live in a country where sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I just feel like crying. That is this a nation that is, the nation cannot move forward. So you can't take it away from those who have already said, if we can't move forward as a people, maybe everybody should go on their different way and see. Ghana is not as big as Nigeria. Is South Africa as big as Nigeria? Comparatively, I don't know fine. Must we be big to determine if you are going to do fine? If they do as few, if they govern themselves, they will do fine. So what's the big deal of doing that? Because this thing is not working, it's evident. So because for every if some people feels like somebody should be their president and be talking to them in that way, why can't you divide it and not? You can be using that kind of template for your leadership. If I want somebody as sound as maybe a Showore to lead me, or maybe a Kingsley Mowalo, very sound, to lead me, or maybe somebody else, maybe Nnamdi Kanu, to lead me. So is it not better that I get him? If this system of what you're seeing is not going to work, how would you say somebody is a dot in a circle? Is that presidential in nature? So when you check the body language of the people who if this system of what you see deceptively, how would you say somebody? I say the going of the Igbo is not because of the love for that the Igbo should not go. So when it's a deception of the hypocritical tendency. If the Igbo divides, the South won't want to stay with Nigeria. Is it Yoruba that want to stay with the other side? So the permutation of what will happen if the Igbo moves is the major thing, not because of love for the Igbo. No, don't misquote it. So it is as a result of the systemic fraud and the repercussional effect of allying one part, not because of the love of staying together. If it was because of the love, you would have attended to some of their plight, not all. So when a system is deceptive, and injustice and inequality plays, so the agitation will always be much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Rapper, honorable.
I'm not any honorable. I don't work in any office in Nigeria. I'm a man from Igbo land. I'm a businessman. I'm a Christian, please. I can never be part of this system. I'm as an Igbo man, I'm not part of this arrangement. So the synergy that brought this country together is not part of myself, Raphael. Please, I'm a businessman.
Okay, businessman, Raphael.
Honorable are people that are stealing money in the government, public offices, positions. Honorable in the house, lower house, upper house. There are many honorables there. They are the ones stealing money. A businessman that is eking out a living out of nothing can never be an honorable, can never hold any public position. I'm not a thief. I can't lay my hands on the public purse, please, spare me. Let my God not see me as an honorable, although God knows I'm not.
Okay, they say Igbos are a dot in a circle.
Yes, Igbos are dot in a circle. The Israelis, the Jews over there in the Middle East, they are dot in a circle, surrounded by their Arab brothers. That is exactly Igbo positions in Nigeria. If you know geography too well, you find out that in the Middle East Europe, the Israelites, they are in the middle. Egypt. No, Egypt is in Africa, but from that axis you get to Mount Sinai and Gaza Strip and West Bank, but you must cross Port Said. You must cross Africa continent. If you get there, they are like a dot in a circle. Igbo man is like a dot in a circle, but let me tell you, he is misquoting it out of context because Igbos, our landmark stretches from Ebonyi State, which of course, and then you know is in the northeast. Do you understand? South, east, north. Do you understand? The axis where we have boundary with Benue, down to Atlantic Ocean, bight of Biafra, bight of Guinea. Igbo has international chef, international water. Don't mind him, he doesn't know anything. River State is in Igbo land. Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, some part of Delta. Are you listening to me? Anambra, Enugu. From there we enter what? Atlantic Ocean. That is our own landmass. I can draw the map for you. Anybody that is saying that Igbo is in a circle, he himself is in a circle. That man is from Sahel Africa. He's not even a Nigerian. A Nigerian cannot come here and tell us that we are like a dot in a circle. He misquotes it. He quotes out of context because when a man doesn't know, let me tell you, and does not know that he doesn't know, such a man is a fool. Yes, I don't believe any statement that comes from a fool. He come to Lagos here, was saying all manner of rubbish yesterday. They ask him question, he jumped here and there. He started answering question that is meant for River State. They ask you about Lagos, you turn to Rivers. He has mental dementia. He has mental incapacity. He's mentally incapacitated. The man is not sound. Observe him. Start from today, Chuku, if you don't know. Somebody that was talking yesterday is quoting out of insanity, senility. He's so sick as a result of old age. I'm telling you.
Okay. We use force against IPOB. We use force against IPOB.
He's using force against IPOB, but thank you, sir, Mr. Correspondent. Now, breaking news. Over 500 students were kidnapped in Kaduna State, a university, I think, Nuhu Polytechnic. 500 students were kidnapped now as I'm talking to you. One was shot dead. Buhari is busy criticizing IPOB. Buhari is busy sending soldiers, army to the southeastern Nigeria, thereby exposing them to what? Porosity. They are porous to insurgents there, to bandits, to kidnappers, because he's busy fighting his perceived enemies in the southeastern hemisphere of this country. Yes! You want to fight IPOB? IPOB run enter hole, you follow him. IPOB climb tree, you follow him. 200 over 1 million Nigerian soldiers are waiting for one man. Ikonso, Nandekanu, Scorpion. All those Gemo guys that are representing Ojukwu, this thing, image. Come down, we will kill you. 2 million soldiers. While Boko Haram and Saru insurgents, ISWAP, they are busy doing their normal thing in the north. Because somebody has left rabbits he should pursue and catch. Is now going after Mbe, the smallest rats. Mbe, that one is smaller than the rat in the house. So Mbe, it has small hole. IPOB, we must kill you today. The whole northeast has been taken over. The whole Katangura Niger state has been captured by Boko Haram. They are in Abuja. Let me tell you, because IPOB is the perceived enemy. Let us go and kill Igbo man, IPOB. Wherever you are, in Olu, Imo State House, Okigba, IPOB, Enugu IPOB, Anambra IPOB. They are doing their normal thing in the east, in the northeast. Kaduna. Current news, breaking news, viewers abroad. Over 500 students now kidnapped in Nuhu Polytechnic in Kaduna State. I'm telling you, we'll see the news tomorrow. But Buhari is busy pursuing Igbo man in the southeast. Hatred. 50-something years ago, the same hatred is still here. 1970, he keep on bombing and killing about Asaba Massacre, over 1,000 men because they're Igbo. He's busy there fighting. See, let me tell you, as I'm speaking right now, Pastor Obawu is busy bombarding me at the back. Let me tell you, we can never have same opinion. I want you guys to forgive him. That is his own selfish opinion. That is how he understands that Buhari is his best president he has ever had in this country. If Obawu could wake up one day and discover that his papa and mama, no, I'm just giving an instance. His uncles and sisters, I'm just giving an instance. I'm not praying for that too. We are kidnapped or killed by herdsmen in the southeast. Can Obawu come out here and tell us that Buhari is the best person? Let me tell you, when you carry the dead body of a kid, puppy, kitten, on your head, nobody will weep over that kid. Nobody will weep over that kitten, puppy or kid. Because it is not being referred to you. You are not the one that is hurt. That small kid is not your child, another person's child. Obawu is doing all this ranting like ants because it has never happened to him. It has never happened to him. Yes, when it happened to him, he won't be coming out here to tell us that Buhari is the best president that could ever rebel to his leader. Is this? Let me tell you, the perceived enemy of this country is IPOB. Nothing. Kaduna is under attack. Kano State will be under attack very soon. Sokoto is under attack. Zamfara, Katsina, they're under attack because the perceived enemy is IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. Let me tell you, I know that referendum is not in Nigerian constitution, but let me tell you, there must be an agreement.
Change your mentor.
Referendum must come.
Change your mindset.
Take it or leave it. Referendum is coming.
We are living.
Igbowo is fighting. Republic of Oduduwa is at hand.
Nothing happened.
Biafra has gone already.
They deceive you.
I'm telling you, no matter what anybody says about it, I'm not a Nigerian man, Igbo man. Give me any question, let me expatiate. Oh, yes, that's very good. That's very good. I like that. Every June 12th, I get excited. It excites me because I was a young man in 1993, June 12th. I lived at Sangota. I was working in one of those companies at Sangota. We came out en masse and voted Mujud Abiola, the acclaimed winner, not even acclaimed, the general, universally believed winner of June 12th election conducted by the then Ibrahim Babangida, the head of state then. He won it. But the same Hausa oligarchy, the same Fulani imperialism, they could not allow this man to rule Nigeria then. We question why. I was in my early 20s then. Let me tell you, we question the military. Why? Why is it that you didn't want this man to be there? He said, no, I won't allow him. My brother, let me tell you, it is the something that eats food and the something that licks the soup. In 1993, Babangida told us that he was stepping aside. He stepped aside, another military man, Junta, took over. After Ernest Chaniko was, made interim president, they were there until 1998 when God's judgment came and removed all of them. So let me tell you, tomorrow, June 12th, everybody should come out en masse and protest this injustice. Everybody should come out en masse and protest against this tyrannical government of Mr. Tyrant called Buhari. Shoot aside. Oga, apart from June 12 protests, there has been this issuing of shooter sites. Shooter sites in the southeast, police issued. Shoot any IPOB at site. Kill any IPOB at site. Buhari instructed. IGO police, Baba Alokali, he issued that order, he instructed it. So, June 12th, shooter site. Shooter site is no new thing to us. Every day we observe shooter sites. So, June 12th, shooter site should not be the first and the last. Nobody should be intimidated about this kind of shooter site order and the thing. Shooter site, there is shooter site even now. No, shooter site. So, AK-47 carriers, people that are welding AK-47, the Fulani headers, who shot them at sight before? Have them been shot at sight? Who is shooting them at sight? Who is going to shoot them at sight? Have they been shot at sight before? AK-47 welding headers, Fulani headsmen. So I'm telling you, Fulani headsmen, they are terror. Nobody is going after them. Shoot them. If you are going after terror, Fulani headsmen in this country, soldiers will go after you. Nigerian police will go after you. The same people that are issuing shooter site order are the ones protecting Fulani headsmen terrorism in Nigeria. They are guiding them, they are protecting them. Igbowo went after them the other day, after they attacked Igango community in Oyo State. Nigerian soldiers loaded themselves 10 hillocks. They intercepted Igbowo. They are the ones giving Fulani headsmen protection. So tomorrow shooter start, my brother, is very loud fight. Okay,
any final concluding statement?
Okay, if you allow me, I will stay here. I don't know why I should always say this final something. Let me tell you, my final say is that tomorrow is Democracy Day. We pressed the regime of Buhari to recognize that as a democracy. They said 29th May. I don't know whether you understand. May 29th. So they now shifted this to June 12th. So tomorrow is a monumental day. Everybody should come out en masse to protest this tyrannical regime, this unjustified regime, this clueless regime of Mr. Buhari, not even president or general. I will address him anyway, General Buhari, because what we have here now is military government. It's no longer a democratic government. So let me tell you, tomorrow...
Police and army will go after them.
All right.
And he outlined the IPOB.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't like to talk without the Bible. This time around, I want to refer you to the book of Psalm. Chapter 2. In fact, it has few verses. But I want to give you the gist. And it is a general something. It is not isolated case. I start with, why do we have tumult, commotion, agitations? You understand what I mean now? So you hear people being agitated. Even the government is agitated. Yeah. So it is not isolated matter. It's not only a Nigerian problem. Anywhere you put your eye into politics, you see that people there have differences. But our own is more than others. I think our own have some reasons. It has spiritual significance, by the way. So now, it goes on to say that the people keep on speaking empty things. So what you will hear now is empty things. They will not give you the real solution to whatever is happening. Whether the presidency, whether Buhari, or any other person, those who are fighting him. Something else that time, before they change it over. You understand what I mean? So we are talking about something that is more than 6,000 years old. So this is just our period, and we are facing it the way it is. But the interesting is that it is rounding up. Now, He says the very one sitting in the heavens will laugh. So the Almighty God is laughing at us. Yes, he has a reason because he has warned us. He has warned us already. Yes, he has warned us already. And we are in. And people are playing the wrong role. They were not destined to do so. They are the ones. They have their free will. You look at Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ had his free will. If he said he didn't want to die for anybody, he would not die. Do you understand what I mean? The only thing you can do, you can kill him. God can kill him. But to say he would die under somebody, he said, I'm not going to die for your sins. Of course. So we have to appreciate it. Now, Jesus Christ has requested, he has asked God, please, give me the earth. It's my property. I have the right of ownership. That is what you see in that portion of the Bible. From north to south, from east to west, the whole world. Nothing exceptional. You understand? So that is why the air we breathe, the food we eat, you understand? Everywhere, God is the one providing. So now, somebody is asking, that is the Son of God. And God has given him. Now, what is he requesting people to do? And the political rulers and all of them. He says, just kiss the Son. That is what God is telling them to do. Kiss the Son. In other words, make peace with somebody who have given the power to rule. He has taken over heaven. Oh. As I'm telling you now, Satan, the devil, and the demons are here. They are not in hellfire. So now, before you know it, they will come to overthrow. Yes, he has those who will come to overthrow, to make the earth paradise. That is the summary of the matter. I'll just give you Psalm number 2, Psalm chapter 2. You can read from verses 1 to the last verse. Yeah, Psalm chapter 2 of Psalm. Only I didn't give you any other place. I want you to go and see there because any day you come out here, you will witness agitations. And the tempo is going to increase. It's not going to be minus. And you visit jw.org as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Pastor, we have two pastors today. We'll go from them.
Yeah.
Long time.
I did campaign. According to Baba, OBG say I did campaign. Yeah.
What is happening with you?
What happened is what I cannot control. I have to be absent, compulsory absent. That is necessary. You understand? The not seeing me here is necessary. Not seeing me here because I need something to put for my mouth. Coming apart from the helps people are sending, gift and extend a hand of good. Yes. I have to also do work with my hand because he who don't work will never eat. Our God is not a lazy God. He not create man to be lazy. Therefore, I have to do some work.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Yes, what is that? Yes.
Good people, now go bring her. If they like, jab me, do anything.
I'm a public in the circle.
I'm a public figure.
The man is deceiving himself.
Which man? Our president.
The man that called himself Mr. President, he's deceiving himself. He's not ashamed. He come to a commission terminal, bus terminal. He did not build.
Real
Is he that built it?
The government has finished it.
But it's not the government that planned it. It's not the government that started it. It's not the government that built it.
Government is continuity now.
Continuity.
Yes.
Why did he continue on other good things? Why did he not continue to fight against insurgency? He claimed that he would end in 6 months when everything was sworn in. Instead of him to continue to fight against Boko Haram, he created Fulani herdsmen, he created bandits, he created kidnapping. He's Igbos in the dot in the circle. Is Abuja not a dot in the circle? Abuja, is it not in the circle? Abuja is in Mina. Mina in Niger State. Niger State in Nigeria. Is it not a dot in the circle? Why should Igbo man be a dot in the circle? Igbo man that have spread all over the world. We have Igbo in Akwa Ibom. We have Igbo in a Cross River. We have Igbo in Delta State. How are we dots in a circle? You see, that's to show you that the so-called Nigerian leaders are barbarians.
How?
Barbarians.
How are they barbarians?
Igbo in a dot in a circle. We have Igbo, Ukwane is Igbo land. Asaba is Igbo land. Ambo is Igbo land. We have Igbos Izaz in Benue State. Igbos in Benue State. We have Igbos in Akwa Ibom. Rivers are Igbos. Forget what Wike is saying. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm not an Igbo man. What is the tribe of Wike? Rivers is a state. What is the tribe of Wike? Let him come and tell me his tribe. So understand, you know what I'm saying? So for him to say Igbos, the IPO, okay, he said IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. Okay, he said IPOB, he said dot in a state, in a circle. Then IPOB is Indigenous People of Biafra. Biafra is not a dot. Biafra is a nation. IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. So if he said IPOB is a dot, which means he said Biafra nation is a dot. We are not a dot. Biafra nation, we have seaport, we have boundary with Ambazonians. Then if finally we be on our own, we have boundary with Nigeria. Therefore we are not a dot. We have sea territory, we have everything. We have the space, we have the air. As our airspace. Then how can IPOB be in a dot? What he's saying, I look at it as a person who don't know geography. Anyway, I don't blame him. He's a little illiterate. He didn't have school start. Where is his school start? Where is the primary school first living certificate? He don't have them. Since the question they ask him, he says it's a Kato Riara. When he finishes this thing, he go back to Kato Riara. Is Obasanjo not a farmer? Go to Ota, you see Obasanjo farm. But Obasanjo is sound. There's something good in Obasanjo upstairs. Obasanjo talk well, reason well. Obasanjo was a student of one of the polytechnic in India.
Yes.
He studied abroad.
Obasanjo is sound. Obasanjo is sound because he stole money and no catch him. He took money 2 billion naira in 1976. Idi Amin magneted the plane. He sees the plane now.
To complain. At the fault of this president is more than their own good. Okay, tell me the good they have done. Tell me the good this president have done to this very nation. When he finished, he go, Obasanjo is a farmer. I have been in his farm. 1999, he came out for presidency. I've been in Ota farm. I saw the land. I saw the people he employed. He have poultry. He have where he produce cassava. He have where he produce so many things. But Obasanjo never said, oh yeah, even though the whole Ogun State, clear off. I want to take you to make poultry. And I just should give me poultry land all over Nigeria because I'm a farmer. They should give me land to cultivate my own personal thing. Obasanjo never said so. But this man say, when I go to rear cows, then when he rear cow will eat himself. And no human being will eat the cow. The human being will eat the cow. He killed all of them finish. Then cow will eat himself. After he go back to cattle farm, then he will send cattle message to go and fetch water. Cattle will go and fetch water. He will send cattle message to clean the bush. Cattle will clean the bush because I've killed every human being. Take their land for cattle. That's what he want to tell us. That's why he's sponsoring herdsmen. That he wants to say that Attorney General or so-called the people in the power should reclaim the opening grazing route for their cattle. You pursue human being. You kill human being for the sake of cattle. Hey, God forbid. You see all those things in the beginning, in the Genesis, when God created Adam, he gave all them under Adam authority. Adam give them name one by one. Then how can the thing you give the under your authority, you turn that thing to destroy you? Eh? Mr. President, shoot aside. Even others shoot aside. How many people have you shoot aside? In the north, as what my colleague Ralph said, that over 400 people kidnapped early hour of today in Zaria from one polytechnic. I have heard that news, but I want confirmation fully. They may not write it because Nigerian government may not write what will scandalize them. Okay. Now, if shoot aside, is in order, as I given order since. Why can't they shoot those people who went and kidnapped those kidnappers? Anybody with AK-47, those people that they came there to kidnap, are they with stick? Are they with a pistol to pound the yam? Are they there with a spoon to cook soup? Are they not there with gun? Are they not there with ammunition? A whole lot is loaded and packed away. Nobody come to shoot aside. But they went to east, the land of Biafra, the rising sun of Africa, the land of blessed, the land flow with milk and honey. They want to destroy us and take our land because of our milk and honey. They want to destroy us, send us away, and bring his brothers, Janjaweeds, from all over desert. They are coming up like grasshopper, rising up from desert to occupy the indigenous land, the land of our ancestors. Shoot aside. Go to east, go to Biafran land. See how they are wasting the life of Biafrans. They will come in the night, knock at your door. In a village, in a remote area, you thought that it's your neighbor knocking. When you open, they close your mouth like this and take you away. They will close your mouth, kidnap you, kill you. So they say they keep pregnant women. So they can send a pregnant woman they kidnapped who was lucky not to be killed, born in where they kept that pregnant woman. You see what happened in Biafra land? Eh? Tomorrow, they will say, one Nigeria, shoot aside. Whom are they shooting aside? Is it not Biafrans? Yeah. I'm rounding up. What will I continue to say concerning this present Babylonian government of Nigeria? The country that